Today is an important day in terms of my pushing for the overall case, and in particular for this present third case. And yet, there has been long-term underlying problems, and the the closer that I get to approaching the real crux of this composite case, which is this present third case, the more these underlying problems present themselves as obstacles and bear their fangs at me. In particular, Debby's superior, Hakka Lot. He's actually been sexually aggravating against me, and it's very serious. He thinks that he takes me for granted, and he's been sexually harassing me, like my sister Junmei's former husband, Mr. Gu, has been sexually harassing her in those terms, and also like Rice University Senti alias Li Xingdi, Rice University Li Xingdi. The approach is the same, taking me for granted, thinking and insinuating the same as the other previous two cases that Debby and her superior Hakka Lot are supposedly to be properly handling, which apparently, obviously, quite obviously, they haven't been handling properly. And Debby keeps covering up for her superior Hakka Lot, even as Julia Sergiuna Goreva covers up and denies for her advisor Donald Samuel Burnett. This is the same dynamics at work. And basically, for Junmei, it was all too easy for her to sink into that clinical depression. The particulars change, but the generalities are pretty much the same. And I'll give a more obvious example here, where Hakka Lot is all the more, as this case 3 approaches, surfaces, he's trying to destroy the case, because he's been in opposition of this case from the very beginning. But Debby is not completely controlled by him, even as Julia Sergiuna Goreva is not completely controlled by Donald Samuel Burnett, and yet the degree level of control, also including sexual control, which the both women deny, but it's very obvious. It's a very high level degree of control, and by that I mean that Hakka Lot has been attempting to get into my underpants, quite literally, insisting that he's going to FUCK me as my biological father has been FUCKINGing me, on all those terms, and all the involved aggressors. And really, this can really pull you down. I have been depressed by this myself. Today, in the afternoon, I'm going to have the remaining bits of evidences given over to Debby and see what she can do about it or what she cannot do about it. But in any case, I'm getting some progress. But just today, this morning, I just really this long-term underlying situation has finally gotten my finally gotten to my nerves, as Hakka Lot always hoped that it would. Last time I met with Debby, while she was questioning me in the investigation room, Hakka Lot was just by the recording room, and I was just enjoying the entire scene where Debby was driving me nuts by the interrogation process. And he was just enjoying it. He was just shooting himself off, masturbating himself off for the entire course of almost 2 hours. And really, this can be really depressing because what Hakka Lot is counting upon is the same as what Ma Ying-jeou and Wu Dun-yi and Yang Zhiliang is counting upon, that they get to misrepresent you as a disadvantaged Taiwanese girl, and therefore you have no say because you're mental, and therefore even if they've FUCKED INGU, therefore they haven't, because you were FUCK in the first place. This is what they're insinuating right now, can continue to insinuate, and I just, this situation with Debby and her superior Hakka Lot, running this two-legged race from the very beginning, FUCKING, ing me, from the very beginning. Today it has just finally gotten to my nerves, and so today, this morning, I was really depressed. I was as depressed as this real-life example also on YouTube in California. The guy is called Onision, Onision, and the girl is Shiloh, SHILOH, and I'll probably augment the most crucial clip to this video after uploading it, so that you guys can get a look at it, at what I mean, at what Hakka Lot has been trying to do to me in very realistic ways that I probably don't have time right now to mention, but are very obvious. Nobody's going to deny it, and it's just finally gotten to my goose, finally gotten to my nerves this morning, today, because of Debbie's flip-flop last time, intermediately after last time's talk with her. It's finally gotten to my goose, finally gotten on my nerves. I was going to call somebody today, but whether in Taiwan or abroad, but then there's nobody I can talk to about these things. Nobody in charge, the world, in terms of society, in terms of politics, in terms of government, has just crumbled down, and nobody's in charge. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody's in charge. Nobody can maintain order. Nobody can guarantee anything. Nobody's in charge. And it's just really distressful, as the Bible says in the apocalyptic scenario.